Okay, so I think first, let's, not quests. Thought there was the question mark, and do we want to go out to this one? It is potentially pretty remote. Hard to tell from the map just how far off that is. It is certainly an island. How much swimming does it require for us to actually get there, though? That is basically my question here. Are we going to have to swim through hordes of drowners and sirens in order to make it happen? Or is this just going to be a quick little dip into the water and not much more? Let's see. How bad does that look? I think that's doable. I did not want Geralt to go down that way. This way, please. Though I am curious if there's anything else on this island here at the very tip of the peninsula. Doesn't look like it, though. I think the big thing will be... I think it's the second of these two islands. Let's just take a peek at any potential monsters around here swimming in the water. Doesn't look like it. Oh, well, there's certainly some over there. And it may even be a monster nest of some variety that we're headed towards. Of course, we don't really know what it's going to be. But those are definitely sirens or the super sirens. Let's save just in case these are high-level enemies, because this is remote enough that I wouldn't say that's out of the question. Okay, sure. Some herbs in a chest.
Ugly bastard.
Oh. I don't actually see... There it is. I was gonna say, I didn't know which one was actually coming for us. Okay, it is a normal siren. Not a super siren. Excuse me, you are not dead? I'm a little confused. Also, I did not want to fall in the water. There's a lighthouse here? I would like to get back up on land, actually, to fight this siren here. Thank you very much. So these other ones, seems as though they have a pretty large area that they'll circle around, so they may stop by. Oh no, that's the lighthouse that we were just at. Of course, we are actually trying to go further in this direction for those other sirens, so probably reasonably likely that we will catch a little bit more of their attention. Just want to keep an eye out for if there are any other chests or things of that sort down here. But it's not looking like it at the moment. Okay, it is a hidden treasure, which I suppose may have been our second guess after a monster's nest. Can we actually get up there from here? Can we jump here, or are we too in the water? We are too in the water to do that. What is the quote-unquote correct way up onto this landmass? Can we jump from here? I don't know, but okay, Geralt, you're gonna have to make up your mind as to whether we are swimming or are we sword fighting. Also, if we are swimming, then where is this siren? Also, please surface before we suffocate ourselves unnecessarily. Hello, there you are. Oh, you hit us just as we were going underwater, apparently. We surface here. Okay, you are now starting to come up. Yeah, this is not really the situation in which I want to find ourselves. Okay, at least now we can fight with a sword, which I think is preferable. Now, stop that. We knock it down into the water. At least one of them, I think we did. And this is a rather difficult place to do all this fighting because there's so little land to work with here. It is rather awkward. Now, what happens if we knock you into the water like that? You may or may not be coming back up. There are still more over here, though, somewhere. I didn't actually see that. That was totally... it was basically a no-scope. That one... Oh, I was ready for the Ard. There we go. Oh, you two? I mean, you're welcome to join the party. Now, excuse me. You're hitting me mid-Ard. Not cool. Not cool, dude. Also, you can't really swoop from that angle. Sorry. Are you still interested in fighting us, or have you lost interest? You are definitely interested. There we go. That's more like it. And it, I think, does seem as though the ones that we arded into the water directly are in fact goners, which is a little strange, seeing as how they can swim. And, well, we usually don't actually kill them from an Ard. It's usually from the sword swingings that follow up the Ard. Okay, so apparently we can... Oh, that was a sneaky little piece of loot there. We can apparently jump that. That is good. And the actual hidden treasure is apparently down here? It may actually be in the water. Or it's really close to the edge of the water. It's like right on top of us? I'm thinking it's in here? Somewhere? Huh? I mean, surely it's not that little, like, bag that we opened up that had a couple of runestones in it. I don't know. But that was the general area of it. It's like hiding in this corner right here, because we are apparently directly on top of it, or at least were. Whatever it is obscure. Huh. It's proving a tad difficult. Like, if I'm just looking at the mini-map, we are almost directly on top of it. Also, it sounded like there was a siren right next to us, but apparently not. Is it actually this tree? Where is it? It looks like it's right here. And now a siren has started paying attention to us. This is not really a great time. We are a little bit occupied at the moment, in case you haven't noticed. Siren. Rude. Oh. Oh, we got a floating siren head for our loot instead. Yeah, so... No, oh, come on, come on. Get into shallow enough water that we can actually jump. No, not quite, not quite. No, hold on. Yeah, this is a strange one. I was thinking that maybe the loot actually is just barely in the water based on how close the edge it does seem to be. Come on, Geralt. Come on, Geralt. You gotta work with me a bit here. But I'm really just not seeing it. I mean, I can try... Oh, we can actually hop that from that angle. That is convenient, yes, but... Still? Like, I can just spam the loot button. Oh, here it is. No, that's just from the siren that we just bought. Yeah, I don't know, unless maybe the actual marker is not indicative of where the actual loot is. This might be it. Silver, some points. Okay, that was it. Okay, so that was just the center of the circle that it was saying for us to search in. I was reading too closely. Where are you? Reading too closely into where exactly that was placed. Wasn't actually on the edge of this island like that. But I'm fortunate, or I'm grateful that that's the case. Because, yeah, that would have been a pain to try to track that one down. I am curious as to whether there's anything else on this remote little island, though. Presumably that would be the big thing. Don't think we had any other question marks in the area. But it's big enough that I wouldn't necessarily rule it out. And we did see the random piece of loot, the couple of runestones, in a different place in the island. I think there is, yeah, there is technically still a little bit more in this direction here. It does get smaller as we go further out, and we could go all the way over here to this question mark. At that point, we are probably more than halfway to this island here, and I don't really think we were planning on doing that. That was not really the intention, so I think at this point, maybe we'll just see if there's anything else on this island which we currently are on, and if not, then we will double back and we will save exploring the more distant places for when we are actually in a boat, which I think is probably the best time to do that type of thing. These appear to, yeah, just be herbs. That's not terribly important. And there theoretically is still one siren we can loot here. Somewhere? There it is. Okay. Let's head back then. And somersault upward somehow. You know, I wouldn't put it past Geralt. I mean, he kind of did there again. Oh, I wanted to dive into water that time. Didn't quite get the timing right, but okay. So, little island successfully explored. Actually, I didn't notice what the name of that island was, because we see here as we're approaching Ardskellig that it does now say Ardskellig. I would have assumed that it was just going to call all those little islands still part of Ardskellig, but it might have been referring to those as either nothing or whatever the name of this island is. Which, I mean, we know the name of this town, but I'm not sure we know the name of the island itself. Or at least, not from the map directly. Let's head back over to the mainland here. And I think there was that quest about a cave or something? What's up, Arumi? Yeah, I was thinking it was maybe in the water, but it turned out that it was just... I was reading too much into where exactly that sign was showing up. But let's put that actual quest on. The one I'm thinking of is, I believe, it's like the Dream Cave? Yeah, Cave of Dreams. This one here is pretty close by. It's further along the shoreline here. And I'm not sure if we've actually gone all the way down this edge of the coast here. I mean, there are definitely ground dead over there that we may or may not feel so inclined to fight. They may not necessarily be worth our time, or drowned dead are a reasonable level at least, so maybe that's a little bit better, but if they're drowners in like level 4 or level 7, then that is certainly not worth the effort, I would think. Did we see that before? Do we know about this? Is this about to kill us? This is about to kill us. That has, oh no, it's 30 is difficult, but not impossible. We are probably going to regret this, but I do want to try it. Like I said, it's certainly capable of killing, killing us. We fought higher level enemies, yes, but I think this is not only level-wise difficult, but mechanically going to be a difficult fight as well. Let's do everything we can to put the odds in our favor here. Doing things like putting on a Draconid oil to increase our damage. Hope we have a decent one of those. Let's see. Necrophage, Spectre, Vampire, Curse, Draconid. Okay, so that'll give us 25% increased damage. That's a start. Then I think our chest plate is pretty damaged at the moment. We could repair that a bit. Let's just double check how damaged is it. How much can we affect that? It's 12 armor that we could gain back. I think that is probably worth doing, even if it just means throwing on a little bit of repairs here. Let's see, we can go 15% or 40%. 40% would just about get us up to the maximum. Might be not entirely necessary to go that far at the moment, but that means that we're back up to full strength on the armor, so that'll help us a little bit as well. And what else can we do? Potentially other potions of some variety? If so, then what would we want? Some kind of offensive potion, defensive potion? Do we have any equipped at the moment? I think we have Cat Potion for Night Vision is on as one of our potions right now, which is not really relevant. Let's see, is it cloudy weather? I don't think so, I think it's sunny. No. Running, sprinting, no. Damage dealt is increased when vitality's at its maximum. I mean, when we're doing well, that will mean that we're doing a good job, but other times when things are not going so well, won't help us out at all. What else? Increase the amount of weight, that's not really relevant. That's a quest potion. Resistance to stagger, maybe a little bit. Increasing critical hit chance. We do have a lot of critical damage. That is pretty tempting. Let's try throwing that on here. Okay, and there it is. So we have it on active now. Come on, man. Okay, so we got, what, 2 hits in there? Our damage was not very impressive. Get the Quen back on. And I got greedy there, and I knew that they hit us. But I wanted to wanted to try to get a sword swing in to deal at least a little bit more damage. Okay, that was well timed. We got the crits in, but there you see, even with just a few hits, not exactly a ton of damage we're dealing. It's probably to be expected. If you are flying, that is actually preferable in many ways, as long as we don't get hit like that. Gonna say, so that we could do something to knock you out of the air with an ARG, but now that you have landed once more, that is no longer as relevant. I wasn't sure if you're going to try to fly there or not. It is called a forked tail for a reason. It definitely can attack with its tail. Oh, now it's running away from us, maybe? So, don't think that we're safe if it's having its back turned to us like that. Okay, I'm fine if you want to fly, but Geralt, you should keep your sword out. As long as its health stays partially down, because we did, of course, just fight it recently. I'm mostly just, yeah, hoping to do that. That way we can get some big hits in here. Lots of crits. That's certainly most damage we've done by a large amount. We do not have Quen on right now, so we are not shielded. We should do that. But yes, definitely the most damage we dealt thus far, and that was me, again, getting greedy. And that was supposed to be a dodge roll, so we got stuck on a corner a bit. Okay. Go. Okay, don't get too greedy. Still have Quen. Try to sidestep that. We did. Okay, expecting a big move of some variety. Yeah. There comes the tail. Little bit more effective here. Okay, there goes the shield. Let's get it back on as soon as we can. And our potion is probably worn off here, so let's... Oh, nope. Oh, we would die if we were to use another round of that potion. Apparently, our toxicity is too high. Oh, cut you off right as you were about to leap into the air. Or do something nasty to us. And seems like we're getting a little bit of momentum here. Okay. Almost down, but our shield is worn off just from time, not by taking damage. Right? There, it goes down that time. Okay. Can't quite get it back yet. Now we can. Strong attack. One of the few times I do those, but one hit, and now it is down. So actually, I don't know if we took any damage there. We were pretty aggressive with the shield, but let's see what we get out of it. Forked tail hide. I'm not sure we have any of that. Dragon scales as well. Okay. Mission accomplished, if you want to call that a mission. I mean, it was more so an impromptu forked tail encounter, but okay. See you, Rumi. Thanks for stopping by. Let's see. My controller was vibrating for a second up here, but I don't see anything other than those wolves. We are also generally looking to go more toward the coast. Just got a little bit distracted by the forked tail. But let's head back down in this direction in that case. And it also conveniently was a bit of a way to avoid encountering those drowners or drowned dead over there, because we might not have cared about them much. Do we know about this ship? Also, that looks like a big cave entrance. My guess is that might be the cave we're looking for. But there are certainly people here. Do we know about you? Are you friendly? Are you not friendly? You look like the types of people we saw in town. Put the sword away. Hello? Is this part of a different quest?
What do you want?
I don't really know.
Want to talk to Blue Boy Lugos.
Oh!
Hear that?
That name sounds
He
vaguely
wants to
familiar.
talk to Lugos. What else, vagrant? Care to plow Freya?
Apparently Lugos is expecting us. Yeah, this is definitely tied to a different quest. I mean, there are enough people around here that if we were to try to use mind control, presumably someone would notice, but it's not like we're going with people who are part of the Church of the Eternal Fire who are going to accuse us of being evil sorcerers as soon as we do this. I mean, they're still not going to be pleased with it, but let's try.
Lugos is expecting me. Lead the way.
Right. Come on.
What?
Okay.
I don't get it.
Stay here. Think it over.
Okay. Oh, that is part of the Cave of Dreams. Okay. That is technically what we were looking for. I suppose I should have read a little more closely what our objective was here. Join Blue Boy Lugos and his crew outside the Cave of Dreams. Okay, so we weren't going straight into it. we were supposed to meet with this guy first, so this was actually exactly what we were headed for. So Lugos, Jarl of Clan Drummond. Okay, he is the Jarl of that other clan that is seemingly the second most significant in this area here, next to Clan Uncrate, and they are apparently, they feel like Ard Skellig is their homeland, and then, of course, the Uncrate also think that, so they have a bit of a rivalry between the two of them. So might indeed have been as mad as they said, but when the need arose, he could calculate as coolly as the sanest of men. When Geralt was brought before him to be tried... Huh? We're getting tried? I mean, we did sort of commit a crime, or at least got framed for a crime previously. A little, my memory is a little hazy on the details, but... so before... was brought before him to be tried, he resisted any howls for blood, praying in his unhinged mind, and instead let the Witcher go, thus banking himself a debt of gratitude, with the man well able to repay it. He then transferred that credit to his son, sending Geralt off to Blue-Eyed Lugos, traversed the nightmarish Cave of Dreams. Okay, yeah, it was his father was the person who pardoned us from the jail that we did serve the briefest of sentences in. This guy is the one who wants to go into the cave, though. Gotcha. Okay. Now I think I sort of got how the things tied together. But I didn't realize that that guy was actually the Jarl, or this guy's father was actually the Jarl of the entire Drummond clan. I didn't realize he was that important. I thought he was just, you know, the most important guy in a small town, not the leader of an entire clan. So this is the person we're looking for.
Know the last time I had a Continental on my ship?
No.
When I hauled prisoners from Velen to the slave market in Nazaire.
Thanks.
Tell me why you're here.
Your father did send for us, that is correct. Or we could just ask if you want to hire a Witcher. Something tells me that you and your father may not be on the best of terms, and so maybe if we say that your father sent us, you might not take too kindly to that, so might actually be best if we try to frame it as if this is your decision.
Any chance you got work for a Witcher?
Any chance you want to swim to Speaker Rug? Hey lads! Strip him bare! Toss him overboard!
Oh.
Wait. Heard you're headed for the Cave of Dreams. Sure you can't use another sword or two?
Give us a dozen griffins and a mass of wyverns, me and the lads will...
You and your lads don't know a lick about monsters. Griffins and wyverns never share a habitat.
Well, maybe are worth a few silver. Fine, I'll take you in. Or he's about to go. You ready?
Can you give us a little bit more information about this Cave of Dreams here? Your father was suggesting that you are perhaps completely insane for trying to go into it.
What awaits us in the Cave
Maybe
of
we
Dreams?
leave that part out.
Depends wholly on us, cause... I'd explain later.
It's based on what we dream of? Is that the way that works? I don't think we need to do anything else because it turns out this was actually what we were trying to make our way over toward. So, yeah, let's do it.
We can go. Is it far?
Nah, stone's throw. Let's gather the lads and
No,
go
it's
in.
right
We'll know
there,
soon if
directly in
there's
front of
truth
you.
to the legends. Girls, these are the best warriors in me crew. They'll come with us. You know Jarl, called the Wolverine?
Oh, okay.
Good day.
Nice to meet you, Hugh Jackman.
And this here's Uve Jabberjaw.
Oh. Okay. Who seems quiet?
Why is Uve so quiet?
Cause he got no tongue.
Oh. Why is he called
What
Jabberjaw
happened?
then?
You lick a frozen blade.
No. He tore it out because he cursed King Bran while drunk. Lost his power to speak, but kept his honor.
Interesting customs you got here.
I suppose so. That is a little harsh, but okay.
Before we head off, will you tell me about this cave? You could at least tell me what we might have to fight.
Only you can know that.
Elders say in the Cave of Dreams you face your greatest fears. Face what makes you wake up at night, screaming. Something that's already been, will be, or just might be.
Do wonder what a monster slayer fears. But we've talked enough, lads. Swords in hand. Let's go!
Okay, that does sound very interesting. I'm curious as well. Okay. explore the Cave of Dreams with Blue by Lugos. Sure. So does that mean that we are all going to be fighting together the things that we all collectively fear, or is it going to be a one-by-one type of thing? We're going to enter some kind of dream state in which we are all on our own? Maybe. Also, we may need to try to actively defend these people. There is certainly the chance that they could be mincemeat. That doesn't look good. Whatever that is.
Bastard. If there's one thing I'm not afraid of, it's neckers.
Okay, like, right now we might want to deliberately try to fight the nectars that are hitting them, not us. I mean, I deliberately did not waste time throwing on things like Gwen, just in case, though perhaps we should have. That is not an enemy. That was you. One of our friends. Hold on, take the stuff! Yeah, this didn't look good, though.
The totem! Right where it should be. Now's when we eat the herbs.
Care to explain?
Why would we do that?
I'm with Geralt.
To where the nightmares are. So says the legend, and so we will do.
You sure that's a good idea? Yeah, let's just eat the powerful herbs that are at the foot of this tombstone in a dark cave in the middle of nowhere. What could possibly go wrong, right?
What herbs are these?
What'd that druid say? Hemlock, poppy,
Poppy,
nightshade,
yeah.
and that chickie. No, henbane.
Whoa, in for one hell of a ride.
I guess so. I guess so.
Fine, give him here.
I mean, don't think we have much of a choice.
Eat up to the last grain.
And now I think is where we really see, will we be doing this by ourselves, or are we all
Feel
going
no
together?
different. How about you, Oof?
You're asking him mute his opinion. You're feeling it, mate.
There's something looming behind you.
Come on, let's go. Time to face our fears.
Or just the big tomb that Geralt's leaning on. Okay. Did we lose the Necker loot? We got the chance to loot a little bit of it, but not all. What is that?
See it? The razorback. Clear up high.
Hey, too big for a razorback. That's a blue.
A blue. With that short a snout. Arthur robbed you of your senses.
Face your nightmares in the Cave of Dreams. Are we... This is giving me stealth vibes, like we should be avoiding this whale. So let's just check. Which direction is this technically trying to point us in? Right now, to the left of where we are facing. So, like, up around here. I mean, we can follow the marker, I suppose, yes, but just take a second before we run off. See if there's any interesting loot in this area. It's like I said, I think we did kind of miss some before we entered this dream state when we were fighting the Neckers. But, okay. Not seeing anything now. At least not over here. Let's try this far off corner where we technically aren't supposed to go yet. See if there's any, say, chests hiding in the corner. Like, what is that? That's a quest thing. It would appear, because it's red. So I'm not sure we can actually do anything about it. We should also heal. Oh wow, the potion that we took actually did not realize how long it lasted. It is still active. So during that fight against the forktail, like that's looking straight at us. Do we want to engage with it? I'm assuming we fight it, but maybe not. Okay. Maybe we save, just in case we do something that is completely wrong here. Yeah, it's leading us over here. We have to run through while the blue whale / whatever other type of whale you're saying it might have been isn't looking. We hide in the corner to avoid its attention. It'll never see us. Maybe. It might see us. See, like, doesn't that give you stealth vibes? Like, hey, this is the classic enemy that patrols the area and you're supposed to avoid it. Oh. that, my guess, is one of their fears. One of those guys has the big whale as their fear. Then this might be someone else's fear. I mean, on the other hand, I feel like if we are technically supposed to fight it, then I kind of want to see what happens. So I think we saved, and that's our way to double back if in fact this is like critical failure by going up to it. But I want to check it out at least. And is it just a random whale that does nothing? There's nothing for us to interact with it about? I mean, it's definitely going to do something at some point, right? Even if it doesn't notice us here. Okay, so now we'll check this out. This is where it's technically leading us. I suppose we could have checked for, like, is there loot on this side as well? If we really want to be thorough. Just take a second, see if anything lights up. Because this just seems like it's obscure enough of a location that if I were trying to hide some valuable, magical type of loot, then this is the kind of place where I think it would end up. You know what I mean? Never mind the fact that, you know, you'd be going through this cave in which you may or may not need to be in a hallucinogenic state in order to actually access this place, but that's beside the point. Okay, so here's another one of these tombstone things, or whatever this is. And yeah, I think this will be someone else's nightmare. And my guess is Geralt's will be last. Hello? You seem to be the leader, maybe? That's not Croc. I mean, it looks kind of like him. The brand?
It's not
Yeah.
possible.
That seems more
See
likely.
you're weary from the battle. Sit with me, son. Have some mead. Pray tell me your adventures.
Thank you, my king.
I shan't drink with you, old man. And I shan't call you king. Get off that throne while you've still strength in your decrepit bones.
Is that us saying that?
You can talk.
Who?
I didn't. But I...
Yeah, because it sounds like the ghost. Ah, it's his nightmares.
Me once more, old
Insulting the king again,
Shaman.
and the ghosts are basically
First
playing into
time
that
I
fear here.
left you to punish yourself and retain your honor, but now you'll die like a thrall and eels will eat your remains.
Okay. So these are Clan Tursiege people. It was Brand's clan. Okay, so I think we do kind of need to try to defend these guys, otherwise they may go down here. But they do have shields, which does make this a little bit tougher to do. Let's need to knock them back a bit, maybe. I'll take you out, because you're easier to take care of without the shield. I don't know if they can actually die or not, but just based on previous quests, that has certainly been the case. That has certainly been the case. Now, having multiple people does also help, probably, in that you can have one person distracting them while we attack from the angle that they are not actively blocking, he says as he's getting blocked. And we did kind of ignore our friends for a while there, though they didn't seem to go down. So I think it's probably still a dangerous bet to make to say that we feel as though they are not going to actually die, because as soon as we do make that assumption, I'm sure it's going to come back to haunt us. But we'll just try to be a little more careful next time around, because yeah, this fight got messy. There we go. That should be all of them down, I do think. Whoa! Okay. Okay. Is there anything where Bran was, maybe? Can we be king? Oh, we can't climb up here! No! We can't be king of Skellige? I suppose, technically speaking, Ciri is sort of heir to the throne, even though that's not really how things work in Skellige.
Flying fish. What's strange about that? See them at sea every few crests.
Oh, these flying fish. I thought you were referring to the whale again.
Here. It's as if they're swimming through the air.
Yeah. That looks like a siren or a wyvern or something like that. That is technically the direction in which it's trying to direct us. But again, I just want to see if we can loot anything off to the sides, other than destroying stalagmites. Okay, so that looks like another one of those walled off areas, the likes of which we saw earlier when we encountered the Grand Nightmare. And I think, yeah, my guess is there's going to be a nightmare every time we see one of these. And this one will have the sirens. So, whose nightmare is this?
Yes, you do. 'Tis your father's boat. The ship you wrecked against the rocks.
Oh, you messed up. Destroyed your father's boat.
In our sweet song.
No.
I'll kill you! Kill all you plowing seahorse!
Slay us, try, but you'll not restore his life.
Oh, did your father die when you crashed his ship?
A son who killed his father.
Sounds like it. And now we'll actually, whoa, fight them, at least once they do their screamy thing. Oh, yep, absolutely. We've not seen sirens do that in the past, I don't think. Okay.
Jarl, it was an accident. The Althing cleared you of blame.
But they couldn't clear my conscience. Let's go.
Huh. Interesting. This is not the right way, per se, but again, it's just one of those little corners where you feel like there could be something, though I'm not sure we've seen any loot here at all. So maybe that's a non-factor, but my guess is this is going to open up for us down here. That's what happened last time. So now I think it's going to be Blue Boy is the last one left of our friends. Then I think either that will be it, or we may also get Geralt's Nightmare. I hope we do, because I'm curious what that will be. I mean, I would suspect it's something having to do with the Wild Hunt tracking down Ciri.
So is this yours? It's a Witcher's nightmare.
Nope, this is daily life for us.
You're not really wrong. Huh. Okay, very different scenery here.
Calm. Suspicious.
Must
This
be my dream.
might be... Oh, no?
I don't fear nothing.
I mean, it might be. For a second, I was going to say maybe this is Geralt's after all, but I don't know what to expect out of this one. I mean, obviously, it's some kind of ambush, one would assume. And that's where we'll... Oh, well, this is where we'll trigger. I was going to try to see if we could check out that building a little bit. Alright. Oh, what gives? That, apparently.
You fear nothing, boy. You pissed your trousers when Magnan struck the tree by our home.
Why is there a flaming man
3
speaking to
years
us?
old. I've shone 100 times since then that I...
You pissed yourself before the whole village. The Jarl's son. Ah, the shame should have punished you.
I mean, he was 3. Cut him
You're
some
a
slack,
vision.
man.
A spectre.
A vision of your dad, who you fear, because you know you don't live up to him. You know you disappoint him.
I'm a better warrior than he ever was.
Prove it, you little shite.
Alright, so we fight a flaming spectral version of his father, who he is terrified of because he doesn't think that he lives up to it. I don't know about that one. Oh, also, apparently we get burned whenever we attack you because, yeah, you're a fiery man. Out of curiosity, if we try to ignite you, what happens? You do still take damage. I was half expecting you to actually heal from it. But yeah, we technically catch fire whenever we attack you like that. So you are down.
Who's the better warrior now? Who?
Lugos, leave him. He's only a vision true, but it's not proper.
Okay. So this was the little area that I wanted to check out. But it is locked. So we can light this up. Sure. Not that that makes much of a difference. For a second I thought that there might have been loot there. Actual loot. But that does mean there's only one person left. That being us, of course, Geralt. So I'm thinking it's something having to do with the Wild Hunt and Ciri. Or maybe Yennefer, but nah, this is looking very Wild Huntish already. Absolutely. This looks like Kaer Morhen. Oh, okay, push us off the ledge while we're at it. Sure, thanks. Yeah, they're gonna abduct Ciri, I bet. Basically what we saw in the intro of the game. Wild Hunt Hounds, yep.
King of the Wild Hunt!
I mean, technically we killed you in The Witcher 1, but sure. Alright. So yes, Wild Hunt Hounds and Eredin, who, question mark is his level. Oh dear. He's our business to take care of. You guys just leave us alone. We'll take care of him. We had him. Where'd he go?
She will still be mine.
Over my dead body.
Nothing simpler.
Just a dream, Geralt. Just a dream. Right? I don't know, is there any shred of reality to that? Obviously, the Wild Hunt are truthfully
Get off,
chasing Ciri. Come on.
Was I out long?
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Aye, a while. Your gold. Take it. Get out of my sight.
What's this about?
My father sent a messenger. You were bound by honor to help me, yet you demanded payment. Take your gold, go, and keep away from our lands.
Sorry? Honestly, didn't really even cross my mind that was the case. Also, we can loot the 9 florins off of that skeleton there. So, I suppose maybe that would have been our payment otherwise. Now we are... Okay, character entry updated on Blue Boy Lugos there. But, I mean, now we are in the non-Dream Realm version of this cave, and so I mean, part of me does wonder if we would actually find any loot if we were to go back now, but I think it's probably... I'm guessing it's a pretty safe bet that we can just abandon ship here. It is interesting that, technically speaking, the map is telling us to go back through the way that we came. That's actually the fastest way out to meeting Yennefer, but, I mean, I'm assuming there is, in fact, a way out at the end here. Oh, what was this? Black magic doll. Okay, so there is at least some loot. So we were pretty thorough, or at least I thought, with our check. Maybe that is an indication that there is, in fact, loot in the normal version of the cave that is not present in the dream version of the cave. I mean, that was not good stuff there, but like I said, I did wonder if there were things that were significantly better than that in hidden chests around here, because this is such an obscure location that has a magical aura to it and this extra mystique. Oh, well, okay, hold on, maybe this is it, right here. Diamond dust, okay, sure. More florins, and it seems like, yeah, at least on this side it is much smaller. We can't go all the way back, so I think that is the extent to which we can backtrack. Or maybe that was actually the end of the road there? And people just disappeared? Yeah, because I do remember we saw the mushrooms when we went in, so I think this is actually the entrance right here. I guess there is not a way out at the end of the cave. Thought it was going to be a two-way cave, but not the case, apparently. Escape while you still can, Snow Hare! Don't follow the light, except do.